For those who are trying to comprehend what is currently happening with the Shroud of Turin and wanting clarification on the current evidence suggesting its legitimacy, this video is for you. The details that are summarized in this video come from the knowledge of Barrie Schwortz, who was the official documenting photographer of the Shroud of Turin in 1978. Barrie and his team had spent 5 days and nights in 1978 working non-stop, performing the first and only in-depth scientific study of the cloth. Barrie goes on to say that their primary purpose was to determine how that image was formed, if it was a painting, a scorch, or if it was made photographically. He says that science has eliminated all those possibilities. They say there is no evidence that the shroud is man-created, as there was nothing that had been added to the surface of the cloth such as paint, pigments, or binders. Surprisingly, this is contradictory to what many Shroud of Turin experts would say, where they would deny the fact that it was actually from the time period of Jesus Christ. Now 10 years later, in 1988, this burial cloth was studied by more scientists using many different scientific methods. One of those many techniques used was carbon dating. The piece of cloth that was carbon dated was taken from a strip of material used to repair the shroud after it was burned in a fire. It wasn't the actual shroud that was tested. The carbon date of the sample of cloth was found to be around 1300 AD. Hence it was said to be a medieval forgery. We now know with certainty that it can be dated to the time of Jesus, and through pollen samples we can pinpoint the location of use to the site of the death of Jesus. The image on the shroud matches the biblical description of the tortures and crucifixion of Jesus. There are very many conclusive tests that identify this with biblical evidence and none that exclude it. What's more, modern man cannot create this artifact and no others have ever been found. If you collect the facts from a number of documentaries on the Shroud of Turin, not one documentary lists everything for some reason, you cannot believe anything, but that it is the burial shroud of Jesus Christ. That is not a statement of someone's faith. Rather, that is a definite scientific reality. This is only the tip of the iceberg when it comes to proof in Christ's divinity, and especially the miracles that are ignored by the media and other faith traditions.